think the Q1 was really good. I'm very happy with the results overall. Both our B2B and B2C businesses is growing. I believe we are outpacing the market, continue outpacing the market growth at both of the key segments. So this was a good quarter, a very fine way to start a year. So I'm very, very pleased with the result. Corporate security, that's an area where we are investing a lot, and therefore you obviously expect the growth coming out from that machinery. I'm very happy how we performed during Q1. So splitting that into 3 different product domains, that is really the core of F-Secure offering. First, the endpoint protection, that's where we have the roots, the company deep DNA is there. That continues to yield a good results, both in the eyes of partners, so we continue adding resellers, and also in the eyes of end customers, and our renewal rates are extremely high, so that talks about the quality of the offering we have in place. The second one is in vulnerability management, where we added a new product to our portfolio called Radar. We started to sell Radar about a year ago, and I'm so happy how this is now driving sales growth, not only in the Nordics, but how the sales has now expanded all across Europe and even United States. So the geographical reach with Radar has been better than ever before, and it complements actually the endpoint protection so well. If you look at how these two are combined, so we are one of the very few vendors who has added patch management into our endpoint protection, and how this patch management is so adjacent with vulnerability management. They kind of go hand in hand together. So I'm very happy how these two complement each other. And the third one is rapid detection service, a service that we announced last spring. So we've been selling that for about a year now. And it's not only that we have an additional layer of security in terms of detection that we can offer to our customers, but that also allows us to address much bigger companies than ever before. That is taking us gradually towards upper end of mid-market and all the way to some of the largest enterprises in the world. So I'm actually very happy how the whole portfolio was performing in Q1, a good quarter. If you look at our customers, they really come to F-Secure when they look for the really high end for what comes to red teaming, forensics, incident response. And we really are, I think, proving to be delivering such a great value to our customers. So the deal sizes are increasing. Our customer retention rates are really high. So overall, I think the consultancy business, it will never have exactly the same scale and dynamics as you expect from a very high volume software business. But I'm still very pleased how the cybersecurity consultancy performed in Q1, and I have high expectations for this business to continue driving growth for F-Secure. It just complements the overall story in cybersecurity services as a cybersecurity vendor for F-Secure so well. So it's an integral part of our overall services catalog. I'm very pleased with cybersecurity services. Well, the fundamentals at our consumer security business has not really changed, so that really continues to represent a very big part of F-Secure business mix, and it's very stable, and it's definitely currently the most profitable part of our business. Looking at more the Q1, really, I think a couple of things to mention. First, we see an increasing success in driving the whole portfolio, so really taking our endpoint security offering, how privacy and VPN, our freedom, adds to that equation. And lastly would be F-Secure Key, the password management solution. So how do you create bundles and packages, cross-sell across the whole portfolio? I think this is really the formula that we are driving. We clearly see that the consumers are increasingly becoming worried about their privacy online. When you surf the net, they understand more and more that every time when you go online, you're being tracked, traced and profiled. And increasingly, consumers want to take countermeasures to safeguard their privacy. So we are seeing an increasing demand for this category altogether, be it privacy, or many people understand it as VPN. Now, looking at from F-Secure perspective, I'm very happy how some of the leading and the most reputable magazines, be it Engadget, Wired, or even a mainstream like New York Times, are talking about this, and they actually talk very positively about F-Secure. They often mention that the variety of VPN products is in several dozens, if not in hundreds. But F-Secure Freedom is being highlighted as one that you can trust. I'm so proud of that, because really the trust is really the core essence of the values we carry at F-Secure. It comes second to none. This is all about trust. We are all very excited at F-Secure to finally launch the F-Secure Sense. It has taken quite a time to build and to perfect that product. So we are just so excited to see that baby now being ready to ship. So we will be making the product available from our e-store, but we will also be working with the selected partners in retail, and definitely with the operator partners that we have all around the world. So interesting times ahead. It's a new product launch. It's always exciting times when you launch something new. The investment logic we carry is always for the long term. We are not optimizing for short-term profits. So I think that's one thing to always remember. When you evaluate F-Secure, we always try to optimize for the long term. Currently, the investments are placed rather broadly, so it's both product creation and sales and marketing. The investments that we placed last year are starting to yield results. So I think we are on the right track and really executing the F-Secure strategy as we planned. So investments are continuing as planned. We guided the markets this year that the profitability would be clearly weaker than it was 2016. And I think it's very important to remember that the lower level of profitability is not something that is just happening to F-Secure. It's something that we are doing ourselves because we are increasing our investments for growth and for future competitiveness. And now if you look at the profitability that we delivered Q1, it was really according to those plans. So it all goes to the same bucket as the overall Q1 result, which I think is very much according to our plans. A good quarter. Thank you. And if you want to learn more, please go to fsecure.com/ir.